way to convert your Figma web design into a website, and you have gone through videos and all that, but none of them is working for you. So in this video, I'm going to be showing you how you can easily convert your Figma design into a website. So we are going to be using WordPress for that. But before I get started, if you're new to my channel, please kindly do well to hit the subscribe button and turn on the notifications so that anytime I release a new video like this, you can be able to get a notification for that. So for you to be able to achieve this, first we need a website, a live website, which is you need to get your domain name and your hosting. Once you have already have all these information, so the next step we need to do, we need to install WordPress. So I'm going to be installing a WordPress now. So for us to be able to achieve this, we need a plugin for that, and we are going to be using Elementor Pro plugin. So my advice to you is to get an Elementor Pro plugin, because I'm going to be leaving a link in the description in case you want to get yours. So now let me easily go to my website and let me just install. Let me go to my cPanel and install a WordPress on the domain that you are going to be using for this video. All right, so this is my cPanel. I just need to scroll down to we see WordPress. Okay, so you see, just come to software, then you see WordPress manager. So we click on it, then we click on install. You can see install a fresh copy of WordPress. So just click on install. So in this place, you just need to select our domain name. So I'm going to be using this domain. Then just remove this, because if we leave it, we are going to be installing it on a sub folder, like on a folder, not on the domain. So we just need to remove this directory. So choose your version, just leave it to the latest version. Then you can input your admin username and your admin password, but I'm just going to be leaving it default like this. Then I uncheck all this, but if you need it, you can also add this to your to your website, but I don't need it. So I'm just going to be checking all of them. And I scroll down and I click on install. Then you wait for the installation to complete. So you just need to give it some minutes for it to complete. All right. If you look at this side, you can see congratulations, the software was installed successful. So now the next step we need to do now, we just need to go to our admin area. You can see this is the WordPress. There's nothing here. So if you look at this website, you can see that there's nothing. The website is just empty. So now this is the back end. For you to just log in, you just need to click on this administrative URL, and you are going to be directed to this dashboard. Then the next step, we need to add a plugin, which is Elementor. So we add new plugin. I already have the Elementor Pro on my system, so I'm just going to be uploading it. Click on upload. Then I choose the plugin. So let me just search for it. All right, this is it here. Then we upload the free plugin first. All right, so the plugin is now installed successful. Now so we just need to click on activate. So we click on activate plugin. Then we install the pro version. So the pro version goes with the free version. So I'm just going to be porting it here. So now we go to plugin again, want to add new. So now let's upload the pro version. So we upload the pro version. Right, so the upload is now complete. So we just need to activate the plugin again. So if you want to add any Elementor add-ons, you can add. So I have a lot of Elementor add-ons. Let me just add one more. Load. Let me check. I want to add one more plugin. Right, so I'm going to be uploading this one. So this plugin, this Elementor add-ons plugin. So I'm going to be loading it too. So let's install it and activate it. So once it's done installing, you need to activate the plugin again. Then we go to the next step. So you can see our plugin is now installed. All right. So now we need to come to our Figma design. This is our Figma design. I recommended you installing a plugin. You can see this plugin Figma to code, HTML and all that. So this particular plugin, that is what you need to um install on your Figma. So once you install this plugin on your Figma, you can see you can select your code type. In case you want to, extract some code, you can just select the code type, which is HTML, footer, just whatsoever. So these plugins help us to get the code from any content here because this is the main goal. So we need to convert this into an actual website. So now once we have upload this plugin, then make sure that you select it on the code setting. Make sure that you select it. But first, you need to turn on um developer mode. Make sure that developer mode is turned on. Just look at this now, please. So once developer mode is turned on, then you can be able to have access to this page. So now um once we have installed our plugin on the Figma, so we need to start designing our website, right? So if we actually zoom here, we are going to be seeing a header. So this is the header here, and we also have footer as the now. So and every website has footer and header, and that is the main thing. The first thing you should just create or you should just do when designing a website. So now for us to be able to create a header just like this. So I'm not going to be going details on, designing these websites from scratch to finish. I'm just going to be scratching the surface for you, just telling you things you just need to know and how you can easily make it for it to work for you. With the help of ChatGPT, can achieve this. So now we just tap on this property. So once you tap on this property, we tap on this code here now. You can see this section. We tap on this section. Then if you look at the right hand side, you are going to see they have generated the code for us. You can see this code. So they have generated it for us. So we just need to copy this code. Just copy it. Then we come to our Elementor here. Then we come to templates, come to theme. So once you are in theme builder, you need to select this header because we want to design a header template, right? So come to header, then you click on add new. So now you just need to wait for it to load. So we run into an issue. This is just a common issue and we are going to be fixing it right away. So we just need to go back to the Elementor setting and do some changes here. So let's go back, click on back. Then we just need to go back to the WordPress settings. Just close this. So you can come to our admin settings, then we come to template. So come to appearance, we come to template, this thing. Then we need to activate just any free theme. So let's activate any free theme. Come to new, then we activate anything, like just any free theme on this page. So I'm just going to be installing this Hello Elementor. Let me just install it. Or we can use this one as well. I think this one will be much better. So let's install this one. Astra. Wait for it to install, then we activate. Right, so we click on activate. So now we have activate our team. So let's go back to template section. So try creating a header again. Now we come to templates, still loading. So we come to templates, come to theme builder again, come to header, then we edit. Is the one that we simply created. That's it. So click on it again. Oh, as you can see, it has loaded successful. So remember, this is just the header. So we click on this plus button, click on this layout, select this layout. So in this layout now, you can see is already at the top bar, right? Which means this is the header. So we need to set the width to full width. Then we are going to be using a code for the middle, right? So come to this side and search code. Just search for code or HTML, anyone. So this is it here, HTML. You just drag and drop. Then this is the code that we collected from our Figma design, right? So we just copied it. Then if we paste it, it's not going to be looking well. Let's just paste it and see. All right, you can see that it actually needs some let me say touchings and configuration, and it's you don't have any experience of any of this, right? So that is where ChatGPT comes in hand. So because we are going to be giving this code to ChatGPT for it to arrange this particular code. So we just need to log into our ChatGPT now. All right, so this is my ChatGPT interface. So I'm going to be writing a prompt. Like I will just say, when discussing with an AI, it just needs to be specific and you know, and using Canva to design a website, you need to be creative. You need to be, you can just think, just think. Because Canva have a lot of widgets that you can use, a lot of layouts that you can use. So you just need to know the right one for a right widget or design that you are using it for. So now we are going to write in a prompt. So I'm just going to be telling ChatGPT to arrange this header code. So I'm just say arrange. So this header code and make the header menu. Um, okay, just have a link. All right, so I think this we do. So we just need to paste the code and wait for ChatGPT to do the work. So if we see any let me say if there is any correction, first we need to check it. Once we check the code, then we are going to be giving it to ChatGPT and for it to do some necessary amending on the code. So now let's wait for it to complete. All right, so this is the code. So we just need to copy it. Yeah, it's a link in here. So we copy it and go back to our right. So we copied all and paste. So if you look at this side now, you are going to see that the thing is now okay. You can see the menu is working and all that. We can just add our image here. So now in this small button, we need a drop down here, this small button. So now we are going to be telling ChatGPT make the more button, right? To have a drop down with three menus. I'm just going to use them with three menus. All right. So you just need to wait for it to generate us the code. All right, so now it's done. We just need to copy the code again. Then we come to our code editor and we paste it. Okay, it's not working. So we need to give the prompt again, make it to work. So we just need to give it a prompt. All right, so this is the last prompt. Then we paste it here again and let's check the results. All right, so like you can see the drop down is now working. So we need to add some icon. You can just tell ChatGPT to, add color icon on this. So it's going to be add like, so they are going to be adding it. So, okay. So, you can see the header. The header is now, function. So the header is complete, just like that. So for you to be able to link to other pages, you just need to copy the page code, the page link, and you interlink it. This is where you can just put your link, and all that. So, and the next thing you need to be testing is the responsiveness, how responsive it is on other device. You can see that it's not responsive, right? Just watch, it's only responsive on desktop. But if you check on tablets or mobile, it's not responsive. So now let's give it a final prompt and for it to make it to be responsive on all devices. We come to ChatGPT and give it a prompt again. Right. So this is the prompt that I give it for it to make the header responsive, right? So just need to wait. So it's going to be generating the code. So they are giving us two options. You can see they are giving us two options. All right. So you just need to wait for it to complete. Then we are just going to be getting the necessary info. Okay. So let's check the second option. So first, copy the style. Don't copy all the code. Just copy it from the style. We copy all the style code. Just scroll down to the end of the style. So we copy it. Then we come to this tag now. So just copy it, leave the body. Just copy the JavaScript. Then it's the end of it. So now go back to our, so then we go back to our code. We select all and let's paste the style first. We paste the style, then we scroll down, use some space and also paste the main code, which is the HTML code. So we paste it and I think responsiveness is not okay. The desktop is responsive, then the mobile is also responsive. Here you can see it is also responsive. So if you need any changes, you can just give the prompt and it's going to be sorted out. If you need to change this color, just write your prompt and it's going to be sorted out. So if you need how you can use an Elementor to build a full website, just comment Elementor on the description. So just comment Elementor. So I'm going to be doing a video on how you can use Elementor to build a full website. So this process applies to all the codes here, all the design here. So we have similar stuff. In this page, you just need to be creative, like I said. So you need to be creative, and in this page, you just need to add the page and start designing and all that. So you just need to be creative, like I said. So anything that you click here, they are going to be generating the code for you here. You can see I'm going to be generating the code for you here. So this is the simple way you can use Elementor to build your Figma website without using any paid plugin on any paid stuff. Because I've not actually seen any paid stuff that can actually do this automatically for me. I actually use this method to convert my Figma design into a website. So please, if you find this video useful, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications so that anytime I release a new video like this, you can be able to get notification for that. So if you want to get your free Elementor plugin, check the link in the description. You are going to be getting your own copy. So see you in my next video, guys.
Free audio post-production by alphonic.com.